All right, let's go back to that interview about the legal implications to a proposed campaign by the Limpopo Health MEC, in which liquor traders are being urged to refuse to sell alcohol to unvaccinated customers. We tried to speak to legal expert Nthabiseng Dubazana, who is with Dubazana Attorneys earlier, and we were struggling with our sound. We're struggling to hear her. So I want us to try again now. And Nthabiseng, I hope the sound is much better this time around. Please explain to us once again what these implications are, the legal implications of getting liquor outlets owners to refuse servicing customers that may have exercised their constitutional right not to take the vaccine.
Well, I hope I'm audible this time.
Much better.
Oh, yay. So, all right. So the implications would be that, well, when you look at liquor institutions, they are viewed as juristic persons. So if a company is registered and everything, it's a juristic person with its own kind of set of rights. So they have the right to allow whomever they want into their space and to deny anybody else any right to their space. However, when you look at the individual human rights now that are enshrined in the Bill of Rights, when you are now saying that you will not allow me into an institution of liquor or whatever the case may be by virtue of my not being vaccinated, are you then saying that you're limiting my right to movement, so and freedom of choice for that matter? So I'll be only limited to a specific choice due to your rules saying that because I'm not vaccinated, I'm not allowed to go this way, I'm not allowed to go that way. You're limiting my right of movement, you're limiting my right of choice. And in the same breath, we are looking at the situation of my health status. Are you then saying that I have to now divulge my health status, which is my right to privacy? I get to choose whom I tell about my health situation. Now you are forcing me as government to divulge my health status in one form or another. Because now if I don't have a vaccination certificate that states specifically that I have been vaccinated, it means it can be assumed prejudicially to me, I might add, that I might have COVID. And as a result, I cannot be allowed to enter certain premises. And then also we are looking at the fact that if I don't have a vaccination certificate, are you saying that I cannot move? Are we going back to a situation whereby we are looking at the past laws that used to be applicable in our country, whereby now if you don't have the certificate, you cannot go to this place and that place? There are a few violations of rights that can be challenged and might be enshrined upon as a result of what the government, or at least in Limpopo, what is being trying to be done. What's the best way to... Because you get what the Limpopo Health Department is trying to do. They're trying to, get more young people to vaccinate. No doubt that is important and good on them for pushing that. But equally so, it's important to understand, as you say, and balance the rights of the businesses that they have, versus the rights that we have as individuals. Do you think we need clarity as soon as possible from the courts? Because at some point, the courts will probably have to decide what is more important. Is it the safety of workers, for instance, the safety of customers? In other words, the greater public health is more important than individual rights? It might need to be settled in court, like you said, but that is upon application. So once this law has finally been enacted, or the bill is now set forth, and the challenges are then placed before the parliament or the legislature, who will then be enacting this specific part of the law. If it is then enacted into our legal framework, then it will have to be challenged by somebody whom I'm pretty sure it will be challenged the second it's made law. And then the courts will then have to clarify what the situation is. The start will usually be in the High Court, that they're challenging what this law is saying as a result of somebody who was aggrieved pertaining to this law. And then it will go all the way up to the Constitutional Court, and the Constitutional Court will then have to decide if the law is a justifiable limitation of a person's rights in terms of Section 36 of the Constitution, or they will side with the individual and say that there are too many rights being trampled upon by this law, and therefore is then deemed unconstitutional. So it will be very interesting to watch and see which way this will go once it hits the courts. But also in the initial stages, then the public is asked to come and comment, and when it's a bill, and then see what the outcome will be as a result.
Yeah, and I think the thing now is it's just a proposal by the Health MEC. It's not even a proposal for legislation or anything. They're saying this is probably what the liquor outlets must do. But from what I got from the MEC, she's putting the responsibility on legal implications on the liquor outlets themselves. So she says, this is what we're asking you to do. Consider this so that we get more people vaccinated. But also, it's you that must consider the legal implications. But let's see how it unfolds. Legal expert Nthabiseng Dubazana